Time now for Great Day Food is cooking at home. If that's one of your goals for the new year, why don't we begin with dessert?
Sure. I always say let's start with the dessert. Our friend, the one and only Chef Plum, is here to teach us how to make a fun and easy no-bake cheesecake.
It's perfect. It's so fun and so delicious. Now, but I have to tell you a story before we do it.
Okay.
So you guys know I work as a private chef. I still work with one family who I love dearly, right?
Yeah.
We have a rule at the house at my work, though. I'm not allowed to bake.
Okay.
At their house?
Yes.
You are not
Okay.
a baker.
I'm not allowed to bake. I always mess it up. They're always like, it's great, chef. They finally got tired of telling me, like, it's not that good.
It's not that good,
It's not
chef.
that good. I'm like, okay, well, what am I doing wrong? And they're like,
You're baking.
Yes. She's like, you just shouldn't bake. She loves to make cookies. And she's like, I'll bake. So I'm like, how many desserts can I come up with that are no-bake desserts or no-cooked desserts? And this happens to be one of them.
All right.
So it looks good to
Here
me.
we go. It's great. And this is delicious and super easy. And there's so many different fun things you can do with this, okay?
Okay, okay.
So we're going to start first by a couple of strawberries. So Scott, I'm reluctantly going to give you a knife.
Yep.
And can you cut the tops off the strawberries and then just cut it in a few slices, okay? A few slices, just put it in that bowl right there. We're gonna do what's called macerating some strawberries to be on top.
Does it make a difference, Chef? What size?
However you want to do it. No,
Okay.
I like little thin pieces. Well, that's fine. Exactly. That's great. However you want to do it. So what we're gonna do is we want to add some sugar to this.
Okay.
It's gonna pull the moisture out and then make it nice and sweet and make almost like a syrup.
Yeah, when you put a little sugar on strawberries, they make their own syrup.
You got it. So Scott's cutting those up right there, and we're gonna add a little sugar to it, and he'll mix it up. It'll be delicious. Now, in this bowl, I've got 2 8-ounce little things of cream cheese.
2 packages.
What do they call
Okay.
them? 2 things of cream
Two
cheese.
packages.
Packages
Yeah.
of cream cheese, right?
And did you soften them at all? Or?
Yeah, about room temperature, right?
Okay.
It makes it easier, but if it's not room temperature, it's okay. You're gonna beat it up with a mixer anyway.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar. We're gonna do about 1/3 of a cup of sugar, all right?
I love that you don't measure, but for the rest of us, it's 1/3 of a cup.
Eyeball it. It's 1/3 of a cup. There you go.
Sweetening cream cheese, right?
That's
It's
right.
not rocket science?
No, and then we're gonna add a little lemon juice to it, because, lemon juice
Half a lemon you're doing.
is beautiful, because what happens is, it's all about, great flavor is all about balancing acid, right? Think of a pH scale, right? It's like a seesaw. You wanna have alkaline on one side, acidity on the other side. You want to be somewhere in the middle, so you want to balance that out all the time.
Did you guys hear about the pH scale that went to medical school? You became a PhD.
Wow. Okay. Here we go. So
I haven't heard that one for a while. That's like a new version of you.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't think that's ever been used
It's never
before.
came out of my mouth.
Okay, I was gonna say I thought I heard them all, and that's
No,
new.
that's brand new.
Well,
Do you have like a book that you just read before?
It comes into
that would
my
be a
mind.
great book for you. You know, they have dad jokes. You can call them Scott jokes, and they could all go to charity.
That's true.
That'd be fun.
So that's perfect, Scott. So now I'm going to add start with a little heavy whipping cream in there, and then we're going to add a little sugar on top of these strawberries. And Scott, you just mix them up with your hand or with a knife or with you can use a spatula.
So I always thought you did that, but you had to let them sit there for like hours. You know?
No. It'll take 10, 15 minutes. You're good to go,
Okay,
right?
okay.
So now we're going to take our mixer here, and I'm going to start it on low. I always smush it down a little bit first.
So it doesn't fly ever.
Yeah. Smush it down a little bit just to kind of break it apart. Start it on low. There we go. And just start mixing this up, okay?
Okay, so
I'm
that's
trying to be
just
really
cream
careful.
cheese, sugar, and whipped cream.
Yep, and a little bit of heavy whipping cream. So as this mixes, it'll get thicker, right? Because with whipping cream, you're adding air to it.
Yeah, okay.
So we mix it up, get it started, and then we're gonna add a little bit more. So now listen, like I said, this is not health food here. We're gonna add about this whole thing.
It's a dessert.
Whole thing?
About the whole thing, right?
Whole thing.
Whole thing.
Holy.
Turn it off on low and give it a nice little mix around like this, right?
All right.
And keep it going. Just mix it up. I'm doing my best here, but I think I'm getting it all over the place.
That's all right.
And occasionally I'm going to stop and I'll take the spatula here and just give it a little push down.
Yeah.
And get it all mixed in there. So it's funny because you look at the amount of sugar in this, it's for the amount of cream and the amount of cheese, it's not a bunch of sugar.
It's heavier fat. Okay, so a little bit lower on the glucose scale.
Yeah,
okay.
but listen, like I said, it's dessert, okay?
Yeah.
And we see the portion size, it's gonna make sense. You're like, oh, it's not that bad. So as it starts to mix, you add a little bit more cream to it, right? And basically what ends up happening is, after you mix it for a little bit, you get a mixture that looks like this.
That is beautiful.
It turns into
What a
that, okay.
mixture
Whips up into that, look at that. Are you kidding
How
me?
long do you think you have to mix it?
5, 6 minutes.
Okay.
Right? It looks like this, which is great. So then, what I like to do is I get these. You want to make a graham cracker crust, you can make a graham cracker crust, right? But if you want to make it easy at home, check out these little
That
guys.
sounds like really overkill.
It's just too much work.
And you're Scott, and I know, because you do so much cooking at home, you get to save time. I get it.
You should see me making my eggs yesterday.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
So I get these little containers like this from the grocery
Graham
store,
cracker
right? How
crust.
cute are these?
They're adorable.
And then we take just some of this here, and we're gonna
Already
spoon it
done.
in. Look at this.
Isn't that beautiful?
Just spoon it in there, and then we're gonna let this sit in the refrigerator for about, if you want to serve it right away, you can serve it in about 15, 25 minutes or so.
Otherwise, they can stay in there for a while.
You can do them overnight, which comes out great. And look at this. Here you go. Come on, how great is that? right?
Little
And just like
baby-
that.
And everybody gets their own. Nobody has to cut anything.
And like I said, it's a lot of, you can make a lot of these off that one little batch,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You can make a ton of them. And here's how they come out. Check this out. When they're done, look how pretty these are.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you
Shot.
put them in the refrigerator.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, in the refrigerator. Look how cute these are, right?
Yeah, very cute.
Look at that, right? And then what we do is, this is after that strawberries sit.
Yeah.
All right, so you get the little syrup in there.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Right?
that. Oh.
And the strawberries are on top. You take a couple of these little guys here, right on top. You can put it on a plate if you want, but we're animals, we're not doing that. Just like this, boom, right on top of there, easy. And then I take a little bit of syrup and I pour it on top of it with it. There it is, I almost put on the other one.
Okay.
Put a little bit there on top, just like this.
Great for the home
here we
chef.
go.
You can't mess it up.
Unbelievable. Give that a try, Scott. I got a spoon there for you if you want to give it a
thank
taste.
you.
How great is that, right? Look at this.
Kara, here, you want to?
Here you go. You give it a try. You give it a try. These are delicious. Super, super easy. We use your spoon, huh?
I'm gonna reuse this.
All right. These are unbelievable. Easy to make at home. Super easy to make on a short amount of time. You know, Grandma Irma's coming over. You got to make a dessert. Make one of these really quick and easy. You could also use the same base here to make a cream cheese ice cream, which works pretty well too.
That is delicious.
Not bad, right?
You gonna be at Mohegan Sun?
I am. Mohegan Sun Food and Wine Fest, the 23rd to the 26th.
Wow.
I'm hosting the Coke stage. I'm on Celebrity Chef Dine Around. I'm giving a bunch of stuff away. We got a bunch of Plum Love Foods knives and stuff.
And you're not baking.
I'm not, I'm not baking.
And not
But
bacon.
this is great.
I'm not
Perfect for
baking.
the home chef.
That's
All
right, that's right.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
Chef
much,
Plum.
You
Chef
guys are the
Plum.
best.
All
Enjoy.
right, have a
Don't
great
forget,
day.
he's on the radio
That's
every
right.
Saturday.
WICC every Saturday. We do a great show about food, talking
These
to
are
fun
good for me,
people.
strawberries.
Awesome.
All right, see you soon.